Good morning, it's Ron Brown with Silvercom Computer and Technology Club. Let's go shopping. Follow me. Oops, I have made a mistake. We can't leave our homes. That darn COVID thing. What to do for this presentation? I guess we could shop online. Let's see what we can talk about today. Now, full disclosure, I love Amazon. I've been a customer of Amazon since they sold books many years ago. Those of you who know me will tell stories of the Amazon delivery truck stopping at my home in Mesa 3 times a day. These rumors are all true, but this is not a talk about Amazon. And actually, I'm going to tell you what not to buy at Amazon. Now, in 2016, I took a group of 20 people to the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Phoenix. It took me 2 years to arrange this, and I started to organize this in 2014. It is a fun thing for you to do with your club, and I would encourage you to start the process. There's a long waiting list to get it, and obviously they've stopped this in light of the COVID epidemic, but it is a fun thing to do in the future. This is not a particularly a large fulfillment center compared to the standards today, but it was very interesting to go through. This is the parking lot, and you'll see the size of the building, which is really quite amazing. We entered into the main entrance of the fulfillment center and were met by staff. But unfortunately, I can't show you what happened because there are no photos allowed after entering. I must say it was interesting because seeing the conveyor belt come down with all the parcels was a pretty impressive sight. The parcels, as they come down for the final inspection, are all weighed, and it is by weight that they calculate the contents. So they know the weight of everything in the warehouse, and so if you have something, 2 articles in a package, A plus B, it must equal a weight of C. If it isn't, it gets spit out and has to be manually checked. And as it comes down the chute, it's coming at a fairly rapid speed, and there's a little puff machine that takes a little puff of air and shoots it onto the package, and by this it can figure the weight out. Amazing. I'm not an engineer, but it was very interesting. So let's talk about shopping apps. These are the shopping apps I use. I use Amazon, Kroger, Sam's Club, Walmart. I get my hair cut through an app, Target, and Google. And we're going to look at some of these apps. You're going to say, what about Costco? Don't I go to Costco? I do. I've always had an account at Costco, but they really don't provide any Wi-Fi in their warehouses. And their website, they're getting more into the web thing the last couple of years, but I always find it still cheaper in the warehouse. The 4 apps we're going to talk about are Sam's Club, Kroger, which is Fry's in Arizona. Kroger is the largest food distributor in the United States, and in different states it could be called different things. In Arizona, it's called Fry's. Walmart, and we'll talk about your Chrome browser. So let me talk about Sam's Club Scan and Go. In Arizona, where I live, in Mesa, we're 2 blocks from the busiest Costco in Arizona. It's not a happy experience to go shopping there because the parking's difficult and the store is so crowded. Sam's Club's a different experience, largely because there's just the same stuff, but there's just not the problem with checkout because of their scan and go system. Let me describe the scan and go for you. When you enter into the Sam's Club, you'll take your phone and you start the app up called Scan and Go. You'll see that here, and it connects you to the internal network of Sam's Club. As you go through the store and you put things in your cart, you simply scan the barcode as you put things in your cart. Prior to checkout, you simply slide. There's a slider at the bottom of the app. You slide it over and it will bill it to a pre-approved credit card. It generates a QR code that you can see here. And this QR code, which you can see here, is what the checker uses to check you on your way out. It works very quickly, and there's very few people in line, and it goes very smoothly. The next app that we use is through Kroger, and this is the app at Fry's. Now, we are fortunate to have a very large Fry's store close to us that has a restaurant and even a bar in it, so a wine bar, so I'm happy to go grocery shopping. It also has a program called Scan and Go. Now, when you enter the store, you can either use the Scan and Go app that's on your device, on your phone, or you can use one of these machines here. What is interesting is if you look over here, you'll see the Scan and Go bags. So you also take the Scan and Go bags with you, and you can bag your groceries as you scan them, which makes checkout so much easier. Here's, as you go through, you'll just use your Scan and Go app to scan things. And here's an example. If you look, you can see the barcode on the bottom of the cereal box. You just scan that, and it adds it up and totals it for you. For those of you who want to weigh things, such as apples, then you will put it on. They have special scales called for the Scan and Go. You put it on the scales. You'll see here there's a little scan code on the top, and you just scan that into the app, and it will put the correct weight. When you're finished, you can use the checkout. This is you go to the self-checkout, and then the last thing you're going to scan is you're going to scan this barcode on the self-checkout, and it takes all the information off this device or the app in your phone and puts it in the self-checkout window. If you have groceries you want to weigh, you can use the machine for that, or if it's all done, then you just pay at that time. And as you leave, this is where you put the machines on your way out. Now, Walmart's changed their Scan and Go. Last year, Walmart announced it was suspending its Scan and Go effort due to poor feedback and low customer participation. However, the app's very interesting, and it was just updated yesterday when I was making this presentation. So you can have a look at it here as we play this. You'll see the scan, the app is playing now, and you'll see all the things that it can do. There's really a lot of things that the app can do for you, and it will, and you can have some fun with it. Let me show you this next video. This is, I'm going to play this video for you now, and this is some of the fun that you can have with the app.
Hey, what's up, everyone? If you want to find amazing deals at Walmart, you're going to want to watch this video all the way till the end, because let me show you this right here. This video game is only 3 cents. That's the Walmart hidden clearance price. See, the price tag said it was originally $20. It was clearance marked for $3, but when you scan the tag, it's actually only 3 cents. So people were walking by this over and over again, and it was a 3-cent product. And I show people how to do this all the time, and they're always like, yeah, but what do I do now? Do I go and show my phone to the employee? How do I buy it? So I took all 5 video games, I brought them to the register, and this kid rang these up and he was like, dude, these are 3 cents, dude. And I was like, yeah, man, I know they're 3 cents. It's Walmart hidden clearance. That's how we roll, bro. And basically, it's kind of funny. So these games were originally $100, but at the end, I paid 16 cents for 5 video games. Pretty cool, pretty crazy, but you can do this with any type of product. So you should really subscribe to my channel because I show you deals on all different products all the time. I love doing it. And let's just get to it. I'm going to show you how to use the app, and I'm going to change the way you shop at Walmart forever. So you're going to want to get the Walmart app. Nothing fancy, 100% free. Anyone can get it. So once you download the Walmart app, make sure you open it inside the store, because you see this address right here? This is the address of the store I'm in right now. This is super important because now the app works as the store assistant, which means that everything I scan in this store is going to show the price of the item for this store specifically. Now you see this little icon over on the right, this little barcode? You're going to want to click this little barcode icon and it's going to open up your scanner. So now your camera on your phone works as a price scanner. So you can go to a barcode, you can scan it, and you're going to see right now, this item right here when it scans, this is 3 cents in this store specifically. Not the store down the street, but this store. So make sure you open up the app when you get to the store. Now, one other thing real quick I want to touch up on is everyone that I tell about this strategy, they say, look, I get bad service inside of Walmart. And I'm always like, well, you need to realize Walmart has free Wi-Fi. So you could take an iPod or a tablet and you could download the app and you could use the free Wi-Fi, and essentially your entire family could go around scanning for hidden clearance if you wanted to. It does come in handy. Keep that in mind. All right, so this tip is so important. I truly believe that everybody watching this should do what I'm about to say. So basically what I do is I follow different accounts on social media, Instagram, and it's really why you should subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, because I post about deals and I'm going to give you an advantage. So basically what happened was I saw someone post about this item being on clearance, and now I'm seeing it at my local Walmart, but at my local Walmart, it's not marked clearance. So I'm going to give it a scan. It says it's $300 here at my Walmart. Now, when I scan it with the scanner, the actual price is $150. So this is on hidden clearance, but I would have never known that if I didn't see somebody post about it. That's why you should be following accounts like mine, and we'll give you a head start. You get a total advantage when you do this. Everybody should be doing it, honestly.
So you can have lots of fun with that.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Now, the next one is Google. Let's say we wanted to buy one of the new iPhone SEs. You can enter that into the search, the iPhone SE, into your Google search, and it will come up and give you some results. But if you move along to the right here and hit shopping, then you will come into the Google Shopping app. And then it will find the, let's have a look here. It will find the products that you're looking for across the internet, and it will in your local area. So you should try using the Google Shopping app. That's another fun one to use. Now, purchasing groceries. I did this in November of last year using the Amazon Fresh app. This is free if you are an Amazon Prime member. I found that Whole Foods tended to be expensive, but the Amazon Prime, Amazon Fresh was very, very competitive. Now, I just wanted to remind everybody that if you want to get Prime, you don't have to pay on a yearly basis. You can pay on a monthly basis. Now, you must apply for the service. If you look at your Amazon account, and here is my Amazon account, you'll see the Fresh marker here, and when you click on that, it will ask you to apply for the service. And it is because it's a 2-hour delivery service for your area, they have to make sure they have enough drivers. It took me about a week before I got approved, and then you can start ordering. So let's look and see what happens. So it is a 2-hour delivery for Prime members. So you can order your groceries and they will be delivered within 2 hours. And again, it's free for Prime members. So when you go online, you'll see the produce as you would on most online groceries. It's about the same, I would expect, and you can choose the products that you want. And then when you're ready to leave, this is the schedule you'll get. You'll see that it's the delivery to my address, and you can choose today. And these are the times in which you can choose to have it delivered. There is no charge if you are a Prime member. It'll be delivered in a truck like this. It's a well-documented truck. It was very busy, lots of people using the service in our park. When you did get the products, they came in bags like this. I ordered stuff that I wanted to check and make sure that they did a good job. I ordered pomegranate, avocado, and some berries. They came well in an insulated bag, which nicely put in there. You've got a frozen water bottle in there to keep your food cool if it needed to be cool. So it was well packaged, and I ordered some preservatives and of course some bread, and the bread was fresh. All the produce was just as I would have bought it myself if I'd been shopping at Fry's. The cost of this was quite interesting. If you look over here, and I'll, oops, sorry. We'll just go back here. On the left-hand side, you will see prices. So let's take a look at the blueberries. The blueberries, I bought 1 pint of blueberries, and at Fry's it was $7.99, but on Amazon Fresh it was $3.49. So there was a huge savings there. And as I went up the list with Amazon, with Fresh, all the prices here were considerably less than actually purchasing them at Fry's, the usual grocery store that we shop at. So the Amazon Fresh is extremely competitive and a very easy way of getting your groceries. Now I want to talk a little bit about paying online. Obviously, if we're going to do online shopping, we have to pay online. Now, there has to be some trust. As you see in this slide, you will order something online. In the old days, it used to come COD, cash on demand. In other words, you paid the person when it came. But now we pay for it when we order it, and so there has to be some trust that you're going to get the appropriate product. One of the things that's very important is that you never use your debit card for internet purchases. You should never also use it for any gas purchases because of problems with gas skimmers and things like that that can get your debit card number and PIN number. But coming back to the internet, debit card is like using cash and should be avoided for all online purchases. It is just too risky. I want to talk a little bit about PayPal. And everyone that is, in my opinion, everybody that is shopping on internet should have a PayPal account. I want you to just watch this video.
Hi, Drew Angel here with an introduction to PayPal. Today we're just going to take a quick look at a simple question. What exactly is PayPal and how does it work? And the easy answer is it's a way to send and receive payments. There's a little bit more than that going on. You got your buyers and your sellers involved, or senders and receivers. Let's take a closer look, give you a little bit better knowledge on what exactly there is happening here, and see how it might help you out. So first you have the buyer side. When you want to make payments with PayPal, of course the first thing you'll do is create your PayPal account, and you'll treat it like a wallet. This is your digital wallet or your PayPal wallet. Just like a regular wallet, you can hold cash in there in the form of a PayPal balance. You can have your debit card and credit cards in there from various banks or credit card providers. You can have multiple bank accounts, so checking accounts or savings accounts from a local branch, from online banks. You can add all of these into that PayPal wallet, and when you make payments, you can choose whichever funding source you'd like to use. So again, your PayPal balance would be your cash, or bank accounts could also be kind of considered cash, and then you've got your credit and debit cards. The cool thing is, when you make payments with PayPal, all of those funding sources are protected inside that PayPal wallet. So the seller, all they're going to get is your name, your email address, and a shipping address if it's required, if they need to send you something. So that sensitive information, like the bank account numbers, credit card numbers, and expiration dates, and security codes, the actual billing address associated with these funding sources, that's all protected behind the PayPal barrier or inside your PayPal wallet. So consider, if you go shopping on 20 different websites, and you put in a credit card number in each of these 20 sites, well, that's 20 different chances that they could be saving your card number in their database. They're not supposed to be doing that, but a lot of them do. And if they get hacked and that data gets stolen, now your credit card numbers or bank account information is included in that hacked data. Obviously, this isn't a good thing. And again, when you pay with PayPal, none of that information is provided to the seller. All they're going to get is your name, email, and shipping address. So it protects you. You have this buyer protection behind that PayPal barrier. This is one of the biggest advantages of using PayPal.
So let's, this is, I just bought a product at Lowe's, and you can see that this was paid through PayPal, and all as they got from me was a confirmation from PayPal. So again, it hides your personal information and keeps it confidential. Now, PayPal was part of eBay before being spun off in 2015. The PayPal stock is up 220% since its public offering. The company is said to have added 37.3 million customers in 2019 to finish the year with 305 million active customers. We'll talk a little bit about the Venmo app, which is a peer-to-peer payment platform, in a minute. But PayPal says Venmo handled 29 billion in transactions this past fourth quarter. PayPal's now getting permission to from the U.S. Small Business Administration to distribute Paycheck Protection Program loans to small businesses. So clearly it is becoming more like a bank, and it is free. The Venmo app is a gold standard for peer-to-peer transactions. There was a disturbing news story in Canada last summer where a Manitoba man says marketing that claimed people are protected when they transfer money is misleading after fraudsters stole $3,000 and the Toronto Dominion Bank said he was to blame. This is a contractor who sent $3,000 to a subcontractor and it never arrived. He claimed that it was fraud and and took the Toronto Dominion Bank to court. They argued that had the proper passwords been placed in the e-transfer, there would be no way fraud could have occurred. And the banks all changed their terms of service about 6 months ago, limiting their liability with fraud. And one of the things that you have to be careful with is that you all trust your banks and think they have your back. This, in the more digital world we're getting into, this may not always be true. Venmo is a very secure, much more secure way of transferring money from one person to another rather than doing an e-transfer. So I would encourage you, if you are doing sort of a payment to other people, that you should use a Venmo account to transfer your money. The other thing that you can use, and you can pick these up at the grocery store, are prepaid cash cards. These are from Visa, MasterCard, or in this case, it's Kroger. These cards, there is a cost to them. I think this one is $1.95. You can see that on the screen. I think we'll just bring that up, and that's $1.95. And when you check out from the grocery store, you'd simply say put $200 on the card, and they would, and then your card would have $200 on it. Now, there's no name associated or personal information associated with these cards, and all as your liability would be to that for the $200. There is a cost, a monthly cost with these. There can be 1 or 2% charge per month on the balance that's on the cards. So you really don't want to have these put a large amount of money on these and leave them for 2 or 3 years. But it works really well for someone who doesn't have credit card, who can't get a credit card, who's worried about credit cards. You can, and you're going to want to do some shopping for Christmas. This is a very good way of protecting yourself and doing online shopping. And again, they all have these different cards. The other way that if you plan on shopping at Amazon and doing most of your shopping on Amazon, you can buy the Amazon gift cards as well that you can just put on your Amazon account. PayPal is not accepted by Amazon, by the way. We have, again, a popular way now is Apple Pay. I'm not going to go into this. And also Facebook has just started their own Facebook Pay. So lots of different ways in which you can pay. Now, what not to buy on Amazon? One of the things that you should not buy on Amazon is technology you don't understand. And I want to give you 3 examples. Here's an example of an article I read a week before this presentation. Now, I get up in the morning and I spend a couple of hours going over the news service and looking at all the articles that are published. This was an article on the massive discount on Microsoft Surface laptop. Now, I'm not sure who this reporter was who wrote this, but it wasn't much of an article. It was more of an advertisement for this sale. And you'll often see these, you get 3 or 4 of these ad articles, I call them, through the week that come out, and you really wonder if the company who is trying to sell it got someone just to write this article so that you could be directed to the store to buy the product. And in this case, this was discounted on Amazon. So when you went to Amazon and you brought up this product, here you'll see it on sale, and you're going to save 32%. But what is really important, if you look over here to the right, and we bring this up, this is actually sold not by Amazon, but it's sold by CDRY Industries. Who the heck is CDRY Industries? Well, if you click on that button, you'll go to the next slide, and you're going to see what this is all about. Now, on Amazon, you can come over here and you can actually see what their ratings are. And I would tell you that anybody selling expensive computer equipment on Amazon usually has a rating of about 95% or better. So I'm a little bit concerned that there's only an 82% positive rate over 30 days. The other thing that happens, if you look over here carefully, you'll see that there's a couple of a 1-star rating. Well, what happened here? It says, I ordered a Surface Pro 6 with 100, so it goes on. I received the wrong item twice, and after complaining, so on and so forth. Now, it was true that in this review, Amazon said that it was fulfilled by Amazon and it was their mistake. But twice he had to send this computer back and there were problems. So I don't think this is this is a good approach, and I don't buy computer equipment on Amazon. I usually buy my favorite store to buy computer equipment is obviously Best Buy. I also buy equipment factory direct from Lenovo, Dell, or ASUS, and we'll talk about Walmart, but I don't do that on Amazon. I just wanted to let you know about Best Buy. Best Buy CEO is Corey Berry. She became the CEO in 2016. Prior to this, the company was really floundering. They had commissioned salesmen, shady business practices, and really were on the way out. Corey Berry changed the company and turned the whole company around. They're no longer commissioned salespeople that work there. They are customer support people. They're paid a salary and there's no commission, and they're there to make sure that you get the best value. They have a solid return policy and no shady business practices. I really do like the store. They have approximately 125,000 employees and did $43 billion in revenue last year. I do want you to think a little bit about Walmart, though. Now, I do appreciate that when you go to the Walmart store, and sometimes they have a lot of computers. This is an example of the Chromebooks at my local Walmart store, and you can see there's a fair number there. But what I'd like you to go is, if you went on Walmart online, we'll just bring this up here, and you can see when I searched Walmart online for Chromebooks, I got 979 results. Their online presence for computer equipment is huge, probably even better than Best Buy. So I always go over to Walmart and just check things out. Sometimes even Dell, ASUS, or Lenovo have advertised on Walmart as well, and sometimes you can pick up some really great deals. So I always recommend shopping on, just doing some price checks on Walmart online. The next thing is, here's another problem. Suppose you were at a security talk I gave, and I gave you some information about how you should have a new router. You might go online, as I did a couple of days ago here, and you might say, okay, let me get a Netgear router. And this would be one of the options on your search. And this would be the Netgear N300. Now, if you ordered this, it's going to come in a nice shiny box, and it looks brand new. And you're going to think this is a great deal for $32.98. The problem with this is this router came out probably in 2010. It's over 10 years old. Nobody would sell this router in all of the United States or Canada. You can find it on Amazon. So someone has a warehouse of these old routers, and they'll sell you one and it'll look like new. But this would be a very, very bad choice. So please be careful with this. This is clearly a situation where it would be better to go to Best Buy, talk to the sales support people. They would fit you up with the best router, and away you go. The third option here is this is a Lenovo Chromebook. This is a renewed one. You'll see the renewed label here. Now the N22s, Lenovo sold millions of these to the school district. The school districts take them and use them for 3 or 4 years, and then they get refurbished and then put back up and resold. And if you look at the price here of $149.99 plus $23 in shipping, because it's sold by Lenovo, this is not a very good deal. These machines are, Chromebooks are time expired as the hardware, and if this was a machine, it might only have a couple of years left on its usefulness. So it's a problem, and this would be a very bad choice. And besides, for $170 at Best Buy, you can get a brand new Lenovo that's not refurbished. So this is not a good deal. I would certainly not encourage you to purchase this model. Price checking. Two programs I use all the time. I used Camel. It's an app that you can purchase, or no, it's free, and it's a Chrome extension. And I use that for many years. The one I use now is called Keepa, and it's again, they both do basically the same thing. The thing I like about Keepa is it always comes up on the search that you do on Amazon. You don't have to actually click a button to get it. But they both pretty much do the same thing. Here's an example here. If I went and I ordered something, and you'll see it up here on the top, and it would give me the prices, highest and lowest down as a reference. As you may or may not know, but the prices of things on Amazon change on an hourly basis. So you have to be careful with that. And again, Camel does the same thing, and they give you the historical pricing on things, and also you can bid on things and put an acceptable price that you'd be willing to pay, and they'll let you know if the price drops. Lots of things to do, but Camel, and Keepa are essential if you want to shop on Amazon. Again, you can actually set a desired price, and then they'll tell you what the current price is, and they'll give you the difference. Honey is owned by PayPal. This actually checks the prices not only with Amazon, but with all the retailers, and gives you the best deal. It's popular and can save you money, but I find it a bit creepy because it's very intrusive. It'll scan your email to find out what you're interested in. It's a little too intrusive for my likes, so I do not use Honey. I want to talk about Amazon returns and give you some tips. Amazon has a very good return policy, and many of you have returned a lot of stuff. In fact, if you look at the returns, about 30% of all merchandise is returned. If you look at the returns are palletized, and then they are sent to large warehouses and wholesaled off, and people buy these pallets and resell the products. The problem I have with Amazon returns is frequently there are long lineups to return your product, particularly around the busy times of the year. There are usually three selections you have to return things. The first is U.S. Postal. If it's a small package and you have to return it, I usually choose the U.S. Postal because as I'm driving along, I can just drop it in a post box and I don't have to stand in line. Less and less you're being able to use, you're able to use UPS, because they have a program now where you return it to Kohl's. Kohl's will accept it. They have a separate group of people working there from Amazon, and they will, you don't have to box it up or anything like that. You just take the product back, give it to them, and they will box it up for you and issue a refund. I didn't think I was going to like this, but the Kohl's isn't that far from us, and they seem to get the product in pretty quick. So I have used this, the Kohl's return. But if I had my choice and it was a small parcel, I would use the U.S. Postal. Now, when choosing an item, when you go to return this online and you come up to the menu item here, return or replace, I always choose the item that says the item is defective or doesn't work. The reason for this is that is just a no-brainer as far as they pay for the return. If you put on there that you changed your mind or something like that, sometimes they don't pay for the return, and you really want to make sure that the return is paid for. So I always choose that item. This is just one of the many YouTube channels that you can watch, and it is a mystery box, and they have opening of the wholesale boxes. There are people that buy up those pallets, and they resell the information, the products, and they have a YouTube channel, and they show you as they open in the boxes what they found inside, and it's quite interesting. I've watched that many times, and you can certainly go on YouTube and see the fun they have. Now, the last thing, people often ask me how to phone Amazon, how to get Amazon to phone them, or how to communicate with Amazon. So I wanted to just show you how to do that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come down to the very, very bottom of your website, your Amazon site, and you're going to click on the help. Okay, you'll see the help button there. You'll see it right there, and you're going to click on help. And then this is going to bring up the next menu, and I want you to go down, way down to the bottom. And you're going to say, need more help. Again, you click on the bottom there, it says need more help, and then you say contact us. And then this brings up this menu, and I hate chatting. So you go just below you just go below here, just below the start chatting now, and you say need help over phone. And when you click that, it'll bring you to another menu, and you can make a couple of selections. And then talk to someone. And then when you click this button here, you'll be prompted to put your phone number in, and within seconds, Amazon will call you. These people are usually very knowledgeable and will issue refunds right away or solve your problem. I've never had a situation where they haven't called within seconds of pushing that button. And that's how you can talk to a real live person at Amazon to help resolve any problems that you have. So that's, I hope you've enjoyed my talk on shopping. It's Ron Brown with Silvercom Computer and Technology Club. Please have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.